Hello everybody and welcome back to Resident Evil Revelations Inferno, which is the difficulty, in case you weren't aware. So, in the previous episode, we accomplished finishing, I believe, just 2-2, and in doing so, essentially we did this really hard mission where we died a bunch of times, where the game fully told us how to dodge properly, and also fully expected us to do it well. So obviously there was a lot of times where we weren't able to do it, but it was still a interesting episode nonetheless. In this episode, we're going to be taking on one of the harder missions of the game, where essentially, yet again, it's not on the Zenobia, it's a flashback between Raymond, the character who we just saw kind of shoot a shot at our characters, so who knows what's happening there, but also to make sure that we understand what is going on in the story. It is a really hard mission. On lower difficulties, it's kind of just a breeze, especially if you're playing it on PC. You can aim really well. We're playing this on PS4, as you probably can tell because of some of the achievements we've been getting. But yeah. So otherwise, here are the super Patreons, the Smazza Bazza and Brady Burns. Brady Burns has a Twitch which is known as Pink Daddy _. So give him some support, as he's a good friend of mine. And as well, we have our regular Patreon of Ballywash. You're also appreciated and loved. Let's get into the episode proper, shall we? So, we are now into... Oh, well, this says exactly what happened in the previous episode. So, in the previous 2 episodes, I think... I like how it shows the angle at which you're viewing it. I think that's really funny. I do like how they kind of choose moments, usually, where it feels like, yeah, that's kind of what I did. But yet again, I do think it would have been the coolest shit, especially for these next-gen ports, if instead it actually recorded your gameplay. But it's fine. So, episode 3 of... oh no, this is just episode 3, apparently. So, we have finished episode 2. So, this is episode 3-1. Oh, I think the ending of 3 is with the Skag dead. I don't like that. But here's Raymond, a year ago. There's Morgan, who's the leader of the FBC, who is essentially trying to make sure that everyone can get out safely. And that's Jessica, but she has a way different haircut. Essentially, this is a really hard mission. You do get good weaponry, but weaponry alone... I wonder if you get an achievement for listening to him. Yep. Make sure. Yep. They already hit you in with the thick of it, essentially the start of this mission. As you can see, there are hunters. You have to kill all of the enemies in each area to progress, essentially. And the real problem with that is that, whoo boy, is there a lot of enemies. You do have an SMG, which is the P90. I don't know why it's an SMG. I always felt like it was an assault rifle, but hey, it might just actually be an SMG. Funnily enough, the P90 does not have a 90-round magazine, which I find funny, because it's irony. Oh, well, we have to... Whoa. There we go. Actual freaking damage. For this one, you actually are basically just Chris as well, I should say. Essentially, almost all... there we go. For this one, stun chance is really good. And you only have to deal with hunters. So if you're actually good enough at hitting them at specific times, and if you're good enough at dodging as well, which I wasn't there because I was obviously not paying attention. Okay. It's neat in a way that they just dissolve so quickly and easily. Okay. Whew. I'm just gonna have to heal up immediately. I wish that it was a button. I really wish that it was a button. It would really help the gameplay if it was a simple button and if they added... I really was just hoping that, okay. They're not gonna calm down with the enemies. Really? That's it? I really thought that there would be way more. There's kind of... I think 2 main real big set pieces, and... I think there's 2 main set pieces, and then in between those, a lot of other shit. Thankfully, on these missions at least, they actually give you a lot more herbs. I think obviously the main idea is that in these missions, it's meant to just be kind of like a challenge just to get through them, and exploring, they give you a lot of them to really promote exploring and all of that stuff, so it kind of makes a bit more sense. But at the same time, it still feels kind of dickish to have these moments where... Okay, hang on. It is cool though that randomly enemies are there. But it's also weird that they don't come in at all. It's also weird that there is a cap randomly. Like, I guess there is a cap in general. But like... Oh, well, we definitely want grenades. I think the main idea for a lot of this is that you want to build up a bunch of grenades, and then in the final part of this mission, you just blow everything sky high. That's like my main idea, at least. I don't know how difficult this version is, but one thing I really like, and it's about the realism of this game, is when you... Oh, no, it doesn't do it in this one. Ordinarily, it's actually meant to switch. I think if you have the same weapon as is holstered, yeah, maybe it happens then. But I swear, it might just be like in a different version of the game, or like in a different game in general. The one thing that is neat in a way is that you don't have to... Also, awesome set piece here. Feels like no rush in here. Okay, game. I was like, are you saying something controversial? There we go. Jessica with her weird face again. Look at her face. It's so derpy. I am a Starby bitch. Yeah, this is the main meat of this level, is this area here. I do want to use the pistol as much as possible here. Okay. as you can see from this weapon, I don't feel like this weapon's all that good. One thing of realism that's really nice is if you aim at a person, they will just leave, which is really cool. Just AI that works well, kind of thing. You can jump over that, and I think I will for that herb. There's also like a little stash of goodies here. Because obviously they expect you to be bad and I guess take a lot of damage from that guy. But I really like this mission. It really allows you to have like an action-packed kind of moment. What the hell? There's just an enemy there. Hey Jessica, I think there's an enemy there. Yes, but it's frozen in fear. I can't believe why you would do such a thing. Yes indeed. Maybe we're having a conference and maybe it's just respecting the boundaries and it's just like, well, I don't want to be an asshole. I don't want to be that guy. You have to go, I would highly recommend going into every single room in a mission like this. Okay, so we have another one of these grenades. I'm just going to heal again, because anytime I'm about to die, just means that an enemy's going to hit me and I will die, and I have to do the entire segment again, which is not fun. Okay. I want to be using the pistol as much as possible, but it's really hard. I feel like the pistol in this mission is just so underwhelming. Because the hunters in this game really hunt. I tried to back turn and it did not work well. I did not do it at all. I pressed like the D-pad. But here we go. Here are the like 3-ish grenades. I think you just get 3, but you might get more on higher difficulties. And or also lower difficulties. Thank you. Okay. The one thing that can be really annoying on this mission is having essentially everything you need, but just not enough healing. Okay, there's nothing there. I feel like they should add something there. Oh, what the Yet again, like, you gotta give me more healing supplies. Okay, well this one's easy enough. Okay, but essentially, this next area, are they seriously not gonna give me any extra supplies? Good thing we have explosives. Oh no, it's this area. Whew. Like, this really feels like a cool mission though when you're playing it. Huh, so that's actually a solid object. Good to know. There's a weirdly non-explained stealth element to this game. Yeah, so I just did the parry again. Okay. We'll use this, I guess. Damn it. Did not expect to get hit there. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. That was overzealous of me. There are so many more of these hunters here than I thought that there would be. It's really funny though that we're getting shit about the Genesis when you don't even have the Genesis. This isn't too bad of a level, honestly. I think it's really good that they have this after. So basically, I think most of the time hunters are just an enemy. Not for right now in most sense of the word. Okay, so we actually killed that fairly easily. Okay. So it feels like you can actually feasibly kill them. It's not too much of a drain. Okay. Okay. Didn't even know it was there. Just that good. Well, BAM! Feels good every single time you do that move. Okay, so essentially we're now in the clear a bit. We can now just go and reload. Okay. There should be more supplies in here. Yeah. A very generous amount of supplies too. Oh, okay. Just making sure that there literally is nothing else. Yeah, that doesn't seem to be. It also seems like when we left, it despawned the one hunter that was left here, unless Jessica killed it in like one shot. Which, boy howdy, if she did, that's useful. So this is now the final segment of this level. And as you can see, we have a good amount of shotgun ammo, but we don't have a good amount of everything else. But we do have 3 grenades. We have no healing supplies, I think. Oh my god. I really want to amp up the action feel of this mission. Derpiest face alive. As you can tell, we're getting a bunch of supplies for an obvious reason. Okay. Let's commence it. I think it even saved, so you should be very clued in on what's going to happen. Especially because you saw all of those hunters climbing up the building a lot as well. Okay, so we have every single... Oh, wait, no. We have 1 healing supply. And now we're waiting for this elevator. Yep. I'm just going to camp in a corner. We'll heal at this point. We'll throw one out. Let it kill. I'll do a lot of damage at least to the enemies here. Then there should be like one more big wave of enemies. This wave we can kind of just, this point rather, we can actually kind of just deal with pretty easily. Okay, we have a shotgun on us. This shouldn't prove too terrible. Okay, as you can see, okay, overzealous again. Whew. Okay. Are you kidding? I hate the controls of this game. It's so fucking janky. It's so irritating. I guess early on I'll just use the pistol, but it does feel really irritating. And it doesn't seem like that might be the best area overall, because there was a lot of the fight where enemies would just spawn on top of me. I think if we were able to save one healing item, we would essentially be fine, because we're already slightly injured. And then if we reload this, we'll have enough room for this. It's weird trying to figure out what you should do in an area like this. But I think that they're too fast for you to be able to move around. If there was some, I like how they're talking about the stocks on the top bit here. I was trying to move out of the way for that reason. Also, like this game does not support running and gunning. Yeah, no. It really, really does not support the idea of running and gunning. You can, but oh boy, does it not feel good to do that. There we go. Let's see. I think yet again there probably might have been like one more healing supply. I think if we restarted in the first area, I probably wouldn't have used one. I probably would have used one less. So yet again, like if you're doing good, but we also had a lot of really good moments throughout this thing as well, though. It's one of those things where it's like, it feels like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. You can like invincibility a lot, but I think this area here might be the best, because it means that there's less of an area where you have to constantly look. Peter, the horse is here. Okay, we're throwing grenades. Okay. Jesus, the amount of damage they do, though. Falcon! Punch! I had to. I feel like weirdly enough, yeah, it's like it feels like it's just enough. Like I think if you parried a lot, you'd be really fine. But the fact, yeah, I think it's just the fact that like it's really awkward to aim, and yeah, obviously it's my skill problem that's making this level hard. But this level has always been really annoying. As soon as you actually get to the end of it, it's pretty fine. But the problem is that the SMG is really just the best weapon. So I guess we'll try to start off with the shotgun, then going to the pistol, when there's only like a few before like the second big wave happens. Because I think the way that it works is essentially like there's like 3 big waves, and then 2 intermediate waves in the middle of them. So yeah, we'll try with the shotgun for the first bit and see how that treats us. Okay. Yet again, you just take so much unnecessary damage in this game. So many enemies immediately at all times as well. Like, we're not even anywhere near this, and it's already like you've taken 5 hits, you're dead. Not even 5, we've taken like 3 hits, and it's like you're dead. I don't even know how we took a hit. Which we could... They make no sound. Literally, I turned the corner, like, slightly, and it's just like, there's an enemy. And it's like, what? And then it's just you need to restart. You're just not playing good enough. Okay, let's go to options, and let's change it so then... Not that. Controls, we'll move the aiming speed to faster. So then hopefully we can actually move around, move our cursor around enough to actually take down the damn enemies. It's a really annoying thing where it's like either you do the SMG at the start and you kill a bunch of the enemies, or you don't and then you're at a massive disadvantage. It's kind of annoying. And it's really annoying as well that the first time I had that good first time luck essentially, where obviously you're in a good frame of mind, you're not annoyed or anything, so everything goes well for the first time, and then after that it's when everything goes downhill very quickly. So the start of this is also where there's a bit of challenge. Okay. Yet again, they just do so much damage and they're just everywhere. And there's no evade cancel either, so if you commit to a reload, you're committing to that reload. I think that this is still probably the best. Just making sure that we move out a lot more. Okay. Yet again, like, just the reloading is so painful in this game at this moment. Come on! I should have just switched to the shotgun, but like, come on! I hate this level so much. Like, why can't it just do the old school game thing of just being like, okay, we'll just transition to cutscene? Why does it have to be very coy and shitty and say, no, well, you can't have a BOW on the elevator? It's not like you could just have a cutscene of, you know, Parker kicking one of them as he helps Jessica to the elevator. No, God no, would we want to do that. Instead, fuck you. Why did you even bother playing this game? Fuck you, kill yourself. Thank you, developer man. Thank you. Is the audio not working? It is. But it seemingly isn't. Yeah, why is the sound not capturing? And when was this happening? Yeah, so it's been... that is so actually shitty. That I actually don't know when it was actually working last. I guess this capture card is just old enough at the point where it's like being shitty. I'm just gonna have to edit this out, obviously. Well, I want it to be at the back a lot more, because if it's at the front, it's obviously gonna heat. Come on, stop being shitty. Okay. It still isn't saying that there's any audio recording. I'm gonna add... I'm gonna add a new source. Yeah, now it's working. I don't know why this recording software is just being this shitty. That just means that, thank God we didn't win the attempt. But goddamn, I think this is gonna be one of those ones where I have to edit it down a lot more. God damn, is this just... It's so irritating because you're having problems with the physical game where you're trying to do shit and it's really hard. And then secondarily, it's just like, oh, did you also know that you weren't recording anything that entire time? It's like, seriously though? Really? You're gonna be that assholey, like, straight away?
Damn, come on.
They're almost here. They're here.
I think they're here for you. It's because you're a flirt.
Sorry, I don't date animal monsters.
Are you kidding me? Immediate damage. Falcon Punch! I'll put the shotgun. I mean, at this point we do have one... Oh my god. Okay. We do have one more grenade than we did before. So we can kind of just throw this out here. Have them just kill any overly annoying amount of hunters. We're gonna get to the point where there's the one that comes in here. Okay, we're just gonna throw a grenade over there. Reload. And just hope to God and thunder that we can just get through the rest of this. Oh.
Jesus, I thought it was gonna stop again.
Yeah, we're fine.
Jesus
That was
Christ,
crazy.
that was painful.
I can't believe Morgan decided to fry the city with the solar energy satellite.
So this is something that's actually really important. So Morgan is basically just nuking the entire town.
Wiped off the face of the earth. By tomorrow morning, Terragrigia will be just a name in a history book.
Derpy face yet again. She does look cute. I will say that she has a cute charm to her. But she looks derpy as fucking hell. She looks like... She really looks PS2. Like, look at that face. She looks very PS2.
Well, just don't forget about
Knew
that
it.
lobster dinner you owe me.
Fucking
When have I ever
knew
gone
it.
back on my word?
I was like, there is no way that they're gonna play nice on Inferno.
Get the lead out, we gotta go!
Okay, ladies first.
Oh, thank God. I knew that there was gonna be some bullshit where they fucking put an enemy there and just say, wouldn't it be funny though if you were like on 1 HP and then we just made it that there was an enemy there right in front of you ready to kill you? Wouldn't it be funny though? No, it would not. But I expected it because I was on that elevator and I was like, well, there's not a loading cutscene and there's not a save, I don't think. So 100% there has to be some sort of like troll where they're just like, we know that that mission was really unfair and was not fun for the end of it. Like the end of it was not fun at all. But what if we just made you have to maybe do it one more time?
Look,
It's like, Jesus Christ. This is a very somber moment, though, where it's like all of this innovation, like the city that is meant to be like this technical marvel piece that says that, you know, we can actually make, you know, amazing things, just gets destroyed. Not by terrorism in a sense, but it got destroyed by the government itself. And here are the Twin Towers, apparently. I don't know why in their right mind they would have basically the Twin Towers crashing into each other, essentially, in a game, but they do. Although there's a lot of buildings like that. And that's where we were on just then. I feel like this is also meant to just really feel like a Raccoon City moment, where it's like, oh, like, you know, it's like Raccoon City, where it's like, oh, a place gets destroyed.
We came to help, but did nothing.
Jessica's a very interesting character. There's also a ship sinking there that is mildly important, I think, maybe. 7 deaths. And because we got that achievement, we can actually use the PC356, which is an okay weapon. If you get like 15 handprints, you're able to use the a different weapon. But we'll be saving here. At the end of the day, these missions don't matter. These missions are instead just about, you know, oh yeah, no, this mission is the mission that's going to be painful. So, if you want to see my pain, suffering, and torture more so than this episode, tune in to the next episode where we'll be battling a boss that literally gave me PTSD for a while. So, I'll see you then. Hope you'll have an absolutely wonderful day.